So I gave up weed through the keto trick that I've shared with you guys in the book You Are the Cure. It's the first recipe, the coconut recipe that I did, that helped me give up weed. It just turned off the addiction to it. But there's a shortcut way of doing it in the Matrix Magic book. It triggers ketosis in a few minutes. What I did is I triggered that. It turned off the physical addiction, because people don't think it can be a physical addiction, but it actually can, and it was for me. So the thing is, when I wanted to give up weed, I had to have a reason for it, because the reason I smoked in the first place was because it felt nicer to escape reality than it did to feel into my emotions and to feel into how I felt in my body and stuff, because I used to eat shit. I used to feel like depressed and stuff like that, and so because of all these things, I then would smoke to get high, to feel normal, just to feel nice and to escape. So I never wanted to really give up, but I came across spiritual enlightenment and learned that because weed affects my internal chemistry, that I need to actually basically stop avoiding myself and do the shadow work and to balance my internal chemistry again. So I had to give up in order to experience spiritual enlightenment and to overcome and face my shadow. So I had that reason and that purpose to do it, which was to better myself and to become a best self. For me, weed was an escape, whereas it gets to a point in life where you have to stop running from yourself, because what is within you will kill you if you don't bring it to the surface. They say that if you bring it to the surface, what is within you will save you, but if you keep it like suppressed and don't ever face it and don't overcome it, it will eventually be the end of you and the death of you. And I do think that's really true. Like, your shadow will literally overtake you and overpower you if you don't overcome it, and it like holds on to you and it drags you down when you die into like lower planes and stuff, and you don't want that. You want to ascend, you want to be an ascended master, you want to go to heaven, or at least go to better places than this after this life, and even to enjoy a blissful life in this life. When I gave up weed, I felt so much more blissful, so much more confident, so much more productive, and just so free that I didn't need this thing anymore, because I was literally like addicted to it. It was a crutch. It was like I didn't like my normal waking sober state, because I felt like shit because I ate shit and all that kind of stuff. So what happened is, when I did give up weed, then I started eating better and everything else that goes with it, and then my natural state just felt so much more better and more blissful. And because I'd faced myself and done all the spiritual inner work, now sober life is so divine, and I can get so high off nature, because I'm more sensitive to energy and stuff. I'm just really, really glad that I did end up giving up in the end. So it's definitely worth doing. If you need a little substance, a little kind of like something to help you transition, I actually started smoking mugwort for a bit, which was, it's like a natural herb, it's legal, and it kind of gives you a little kind of a small kind of mellowness. It's quite good for lucid dreaming and stuff like that, but really it should just be a transition thing. But really try and get to sober life, because it's just so blissful. But yeah, what helped me actually get rid of the physical addiction was the keto trigger, which is in these books that I will share with you now. You Are the Cure triggers it in an hour. Matrix Magic shows you how to trigger it in a minute.